Hello, guys. This is Kubase. We're the Nameless Podcast. Still, even after months of delays, I'm your host, Ezekiel, with Malachi as always.
Oh my god. It's been 6 months.
I don't know. What was. I think it was like actually 7 or 8. I don't know.
It's probably 7 months. I don't remember the last time we recorded, if I'm being completely honest.
Yeah. So, we have like a couple of topics today. Surprisingly, just a couple of topics. 2 anime seasons, a volume, and just future speculation stuff. That's pretty much it.
Yes.
What are we gonna start first? Like we're gonna go
I think we can
anime
start
or
with the anime. I think it's fine to start with Arifureta. Let's start with the good egg
the
of
good.
the batch
All
today.
right. So Arifureta, first of all, um, b- before we just expected to do it like sort of bi-weekly or even monthly thing. We fucked that up. We're gonna talk about the anime season, the entire season today. Um,
Yes.
First of all,
We were
16.
thinking about doing in-depth stuff. There were 16
Yeah,
episodes, which I was pleasantly surprised with how
yeah,
they adapted content. I'm
yeah,
not gonna say I wasn't mad initially, because I was. I was very mad that they
yeah.
didn't just stick to Volume 7 and Volume 8. But I think in the context of the series, it works. And there's reasons for that.
How should we start? Do we go chronologically or just discuss the stuff we
We,
like
we
about?
can we can go chronologically.
So, like,
Let's start with Volume 7.
honestly, the adaptation was, uh,
Peak. I think it was really good.
yeah. So,
I don't really have any complaints about Volume 7 cut content.
yeah,
There's not really any dialogue that's like super ultra mega important that was cut. So it didn't phase me.
yeah. So, move on to
Probably the most well adapted part of the season.
yeah. So, shall we move on to volume 8? Because boy, we
I have
got
some qualms with Volume 8.
yeah. As it could have been better.
The largest volume in the entire series got a 3-episode adaptation.
They they,
I'm a
they
little pissed.
they
Was it
did.
3 or 4 episodes?
I think it was probably 4. I mean,
Probably 4. Okay. Still.
okay.
Literally, like, more than half, like, if volume 7 to volume 8,
Mm,
um it's not double, but it's like 1.5 the amount of content. Like,
yeah.
that's how many more pages there are.
Yeah.
So I'm a little shocked that we got more episodes for a less page volume. I will say, as a caveat,
Yeah.
there was quite a bit of fighting within Volume 8 that was extremely fleshed out.
Mm,
So I'm not going to rack too hard on the battles in Volume 8. But
yeah.
I will rack hard on the fucking dialogue.
Yeah. Condense that shit.
What are we doing here? They condensed that shit to hell.
I honestly made Shea dirty. That's all I'm gonna say.
They did shade dirty. Yep.
Is that pretty much our thoughts about it, or do you want to discuss more?
Yeah, there's not really like specific instances. It's just total all around dialogue cuts that made me a little mad. Like, because there's a lot of cuts that show the relationship growing between Hajime
Shea. Yeah.
and Shea, and honestly, also the other two,
Mm,
Tio and Kaori.
yeah.
So
Shall we move on after volume 8? Because honestly, for all its faults of the Arifureta, I think the best.
this is tame. This is tame compared to season 1.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, we experienced volume 8 stuff, and then somehow we got the volume 9 and volume 10 somehow fit into the next half of the show, and like honestly, both
They made it work
yeah.
somehow. Like, I don't. I wish the trials were more fleshed out.
Mm,
like I'm fine at the beginning of like Vondra Shini's ice caves.
Yeah.
I'm fine at the beginning if they just have a montage of going through the initial monsters to get to the main purpose of the labyrinth.
Yeah.
I think it was odd that we didn't see any dancing Sasquatches, the little dancing Yetis. Where my dancing Yetis at? My ice skate dancers. Where are they at?
Would have been pretty hard to animate, so they just.
That would have been pretty hard to animate, so
Yeah.
they kind of just skipped it, which I understand.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna complain about it because yeah.
Yeah. So they just fought like that turtle shit. I don't remember its name.
I don't remember either.
Yeah.
It's one of like the biggest defense thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So I do think, like, I don't know why, but we got 2 OPs out of this season, and 2 EDs as well. One, wow, they really, now that I think about it, they really what you call this, want to show their love for Shizuku, because like
Yes.
for how much they adapted 4 volumes in 16 episodes, so basically 4 episodes per volume. They
That
put,
would be the average, yeah.
yeah, they put like somehow the most care into the Shizuku stuff, that
Yes.
while volume 7 is like pretty good, volume 8 is so.
I'm going to defend this, and I'm going to justify the reason they had to do this.
Yeah. Okay.
They had to put more care into Shizuku because of damage control that they had to damage control season 1's mistakes. A lot of Shizuku's characterization and much of the like non-Nagamo side of things,
yeah,
happens in those first 4 volumes before they meet up again. So like volume 1, 2, 3, especially 4, went really in depth about like parts of the past with the quote unquote heroes party. It's basically all the other classmates.
Yeah.
So we never had that development of Shizuku as a character before. So they had to basically damage control some development, which I'm fine with. I just wish it didn't come at the expense of other development.
Yeah, that's pretty fair. So honestly, so by like the end of it, I do think it was the understandable choice of adapting 4 volumes in a season, and
Yes.
especially with 16 episodes. I'm glad they did 16 episodes rather than 12. 12 would have suffered.
No, that would have been suffering.
Yeah. So is that pretty much it, or do we talk about potentially
So 4th season, I think, is pretty much all but confirmed. I say this based on the credits of season 3.
Yeah.
I think it's all but confirmed that there will be a season 4. I hope by the same studio. They handled season 2 and season 3 very well.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't put it past them to have season 4 and do the final 3 volumes.
Yep. So the final,
they could probably fit that. I think they could easily fit that in 12 episodes.
Yeah. There's a
lot to cover.
Yeah.
But once you get past once you start the main final battle,
it's gonna be
like half of one episode is Shizuku, Ryotaro, and Suzu against Koki and Eri.
Yep.
And then the other half is going to be Shea and Tio against their apostles.
Yep.
And then the next episode is going to be full-blown Hajime versus this god.
Uh-huh.
That's my prediction. That's my prediction.
Yeah. Okay.
I could be well off, and they could just intertwine it, the whole thing, and I would love that. I would love it if it was much more intertwined and not just a straight, all right, we're at this fight, now we're at this fight, now we're at this fight.
Yeah.
I think it's fine to do it like that. I just don't
Mm.
want it to be like that.
Yeah, that's fair. Honestly, I'm hoping for a pipe dream scenario again. Like something more than 12 to 13 episodes.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just a pipe dream. Because they already did like even 16 would I would gladly take that. I would gladly take 16 episodes of volumes 11 to 13 adapted. But that's
Yeah.
like I said, that's
That's
just
a
a
pipe dream.
yeah, that's a pipe dream. They already did that because
I would love 16 episodes for those 3 volumes, but realistically, we're going to get 4 episodes per volume for
Yeah.
a 12 episode for those 3,
Yeah.
which I'm going to be honest when I say this.
Mm.
Volume 12 has a lot of places that can have cut content,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't bat an eye at.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, what the fuck is this rabbit that comes out of nowhere that witnessed Nagamo? I don't give a fuck about this rabbit.
True.
They could cut that and I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, the rabbit's cute because it like saw Nagamo and was like, "Oh my god, I want to be like him."
Yeah.
So he trained his ass off and went all the way down, like went through the true dungeon. It's like
Yeah.
oh, it's really cool.
Yeah.
But like, there are some things that could just be montages.
Yep.
This is one of those instances where I will accept cut content because this is like preparation arc.
Yeah.
You could have a montage of preparation with some scenes of talking between them. I know there's some really good talking scenes between Kaori and Hajime, and then Remiya has some pretty good talkings with Mew. So it's be interesting.
All right. So during season 3, we actually had surprisingly the confirmation of a new volume from Arifureta. This even though it's one so far, it seems they'll be more or less adapting the after stories of the web novel.
Yes.
We haven't read the light novel since
version. I've skimmed through it. I don't notice any glaring differences.
Yeah, pretty much. But like maybe someday. Next call or whatever.
Yeah, maybe next call. We'll talk about some after story stuff and we can go even beyond what's adapted because I know that we have some plans to discuss after story 1, I believe it was.
Yeah.
As a whole.
Yeah. So I read season 3 was pretty good.
Yeah.
Probably
excited for season 4.
Yeah. Like an 8 or 9 for me.
I'd say a 7 or 8.
Yeah.
There are some glaring improvements, but yeah.
So should we discuss the other one?
Oh boy. All right. Season 2 of Spirit Chronicles.
They did a course correction.
They did do a course correction, which sadly, I don't know. Was it the same studio that did season 1 and season 2?
Basically.
They did the flaw of going out of the volume order, which messed with the continuity of the story.
Yeah. They had to correct that. So basically after volume 4, they just adapted normally volume 5. Volume 5 and 6 like as normal. But they really tried.
They had to go back and they did volume 5 for season 1 and then they had to go back and do volume 4. Which messed with a lot of interactions that don't happen until volume 8.
Yeah. So right? There's probably gonna be consequences if they ever adapt, say 8, 9, and 10. But outside of those volumes, probably minimal consequences if they adapt that shit. But like Spirit Chronicles as a whole is aside from the volume 4 adaptation which they had to course correct, volume 6 and 7 was pretty solid. I would say.
Yeah, I think it was good. Like it was pretty much those two volumes
Yeah, I do think.
mostly.
Yeah, it was really nothing exceptional about it. Like literally just a bog standard adaptation.
Yeah,
Honestly,
that's
it's like
how it felt.
yeah. So also like I remember the fucking when it was airing. I remember people complaining about the meetings. Like this series is
Yeah,
is
a lot of people were complaining about, but like that's where a lot of the lore drops come in from, and a lot of the
yeah
information sharing. Like that's pretty crucial, and where a lot of the storytelling, like you can't just go and fight. Like that's not what this series is
yeah
about. It's not about fighting.
yeah
Well, there is somewhat like this. This is a. If I were to place a main topic of this series, I
Mm.
honestly would call it psychological.
Yeah.
As much of an isekai as it is,
Yeah.
I think this is much more of a psychological series
Yeah.
because it gets you thinking. It's not just, oh my god, main villain bad, we must beat main villain. No, it's not.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different elements in this game.
This game series.
This game series. I heard it as soon as I said it. I was like, that's not right. In this series as a whole, there's a lot of different elements. Like
Uh-huh.
a lot of different tropes play out, and they play out well. You have the revenge trope. Like the first, I would say 14 volumes is
Yeah,
that
14.
first arc,
Yeah.
that revenge arc.
Yeah.
But it doesn't it fleshes itself out very slowly,
Mhm.
which is why it's not like a, oh my god, we're gonna kill Lucius next volume because he's an introduced character, now we have to go kill him. No. Things like this take building.
Yeah. And like,
And that's a big part of the series, is building the expectations and the different events that happen in the shadows. It's
Yeah.
why Rice is such a wild card, is because of his, like, we know barely anything about him.
26 volumes in, he's introduced since like volume 1, by the way.
Rice was introduced in volume 1 as a very shadow creature. He's a shadow creature, I would say.
Yeah.
A very shadow element. And we keep getting more of him. Like only recently did we discover that he's actually the fucking Pope of what's the place's name?
I don't.
Fenris is
Yeah.
Fenris.
Yep.
He's
Fenris.
Proxia Empire's Reese. He is Jean Bernard, the
Yep.
whatever that.
Yep.
An attainer of some sort, and
Yeah.
now he's a pope.
Yep.
And who is this guy?
And we might probably see more sides of him as we continue the series. Even though for now, honestly, should we just end it here? Like, so basically, with the anime, pretty ass when it comes to the Volume 4 adaptation because they had to do a course correct. Volume 6 and 7 was pretty solid. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, there's not really much to talk about. Yeah, I think we can move on to the next.
Yeah, the next topic.
The next bit.
The next topic would be Volume 26. So we can actually talk
Volume
about
26. We can actually fucking talk about shit now.
Yeah, the actual shit that we want to cover. When it comes to Spirit Chronicles, because man, the anime, eh. Oh, I forgot to mention. You want to discuss that last scene in volume, in the anime, right?
Oh yes. What the fuck was that?
They
what? What is this bullshit of her finding out through an announcement? No. I know we're predicting future directions, but if you're gonna fuck up a huge reveal like that, I'm sorry, I might just not watch it.
They, honestly,
I know they want to. I know they want to induce hype.
Yeah,
but holy fuck, this is the wrong way to go about it, because not even in the same episode they were just talking about like looking for Takahisa, and then like at the end of the episode introducing Centistella a hero, fucking Taka trash, and What the fuck, man?
I mean, I have no idea if they're honestly just from that. I have no idea if they're gonna make season 3. Like I honestly have no idea.
I'm malding right now.
They really had to adapt a scene from the end of Volume 9 for the
Yeah,
after
yeah, no, yeah,
for the after credits.
that's crazy. They just skipped a whole volume again. Who would have thought?
Not even
Actually, they skipped 2 volumes
yeah,
to
they
adapt
skipped
that.
2. Man, this shit is just hilarious.
Casually introducing who Charlotte is without like, fuck.
Uh-huh. Ah.
Some bullshit.
Right. Volume 26.
Yeah. Yep.
So, Volume 26, where Deceit Lies, is the funniest volume I have ever read out of this entire series.
Yeah, I
Holy,
agree.
holy,
It's so lighthearted compared. So we just get out of the
the
um
action packed
the
book.
action of volume 25.
Yeah.
Miharu just kisses Rio like it's
Uh-huh.
nothing. To be fair, it was Lena possessing her. I
Yeah.
don't give a shit. She
Yeah.
kissed him. My ship goes and it's sailing. Come on.
I- I'm all
Listen, I'm sorry. I need the love triangle.
right.
Where is my love triangle? Rio, Celia, Miharu. Where the fuck is it?
I mean, to be fair, we're gonna going by who Rio is. We might not we might not see it for like a couple more volumes, but
Probably not.
I'm on the side of
Now, I will say, romance is a very subtext of this series. There is
yeah.
not much. There is like
Mhm.
romance. While there's obviously a lot of options. Let's be fucking real.
Yep.
Half the girls in this series like him.
Uh,
Um, it's not a harem.
yeah.
I'm going to make that clear. This series is not a harem.
Yep. This is more like honestly, this is more girls talk than it is a harem.
Yeah.
Girls talking than a harem. Like
Yes.
that's the fundamental.
Well, while there is obviously harem elements, like most of the girls in this series, like Rio
Uh-huh.
slash Haruto, um, it's not the focal point.
Yep.
Nor is it one of the main subtexts.
Yeah. It's more about his progression through post revenge
Yeah.
and more so about the plot and the
Mhm.
overarching story that's developing in this volume. But surprisingly, we didn't. I like maybe like the first few chapters, but after that, it was just pure comedy, pure lightheartedness.
Yeah. Pure comedy into the last chapter. I think the last chapter is going to steamroll things through the next volume, which
Yeah.
we know nothing about, by the way.
Uh huh.
I'm a little mad. We have no information except for the title of the next volume.
Yep. So I have no news to give whatsoever because even the author hasn't even revealed it, and the almost 9 months since it released in JP, the volume 26. So I have no
Yeah.
idea where volume 27 is gonna go.
Where the fuck is volume 20?
Maybe he
Nothing has been revealed.
yeah.
No covers, nothing. I haven't seen anything
Yep.
regarding volume 27.
So from the author's Twitter, nothing as well. So I probably roadblock or writer's block as they call it. Honestly, fair enough because like I even me
Probably writer's block, but honestly, I don't see how. There's so much to this story that's still left. Like maybe he's trying to fit so many ideas in the one volume that he doesn't know which one to put in.
yeah, probably. Let me check it. Yeah, this is his only series, by the way. At least
Yeah.
according to the light novel stuff. I don't know about web novel. He might be writing something obscure that's in like shosetsu or something. But light novels, pretty much just Spirit Chronicles that's been picked up by a publisher. But
Yeah.
yeah. So
In my mind, that's probably one of the only things that's kept him busy is having to work with anime
yeah.
people.
But after that, I have no idea. So volume 27 showed a couple of stuff. Volume 27, volume 26 rather, showed a couple of stuff when it comes to Lena with her conversation with Rio, if I remember
And
correctly.
Miharu, for that matter.
Yep. Basically,
Challenging everything Miharu thought to be true
yeah.
about her love for Rio.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's going to make her stronger
Mm-hmm.
as a character.
The,
Because Lena puts it straight that now she has experience of technically being a reincarnate of
yeah.
somebody.
And
She understands where Rio's coming from. And I think that's going to make her like her choice to see both of them as the same individual, even though they're separate individuals. She consciously knows that they're separate individuals, but sees them as one and the same to be like an even stronger focal point of her characterization.
Yeah. You say that, but ultimately it's just Lena roasting Miharu because
it is mostly just Lena roasting Miharu about her being let's be real, a little bit of a coward.
Yeah. we have been waiting. Where was the progression for like 15 volumes after like volume 10?
To be fair, most of them forgot their memories for 6 volumes there. So
technically 10, but it was so a lot.
Like a lot of the characters, except for Celia, forgot who Haruto Rio was in this world due to the transcendent rubles until Lena activated this barrier in volume 25.
Then for now I guess Rice will take a back seat because of the truce.
I'm hoping right now.
Because like
I'm hoping.
I
So there's obviously still going to be some parts of contention. Like Rice still has motives with Duke Arbor's faction and the Proxia Empire.
Yeah.
I really want this next volume, given that we leave the fucking dome. Please leave the dome for this next volume.
We might leave, but might be only Rio and Christina.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's going to be a Rio Christina. Christina's now a disciple. And they are going. So here's the thing, though. The disciples' rules is that they also get forgotten in some capacity, but not as much as a transcendent ones.
Yeah. And
so how do they go about that? Anyway.
So
but the main thing is I want Rio to look more into the Proxia Empire.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
And there's something that set me off about it. I'm trying to find it in the earlier series. There's something that set me off about the Proxia Empire.
Is it the barrier, or is it the needle, the king, basically?
Similar. Like there are points that I was going to bring up about the barrier, and how similar they seem to be. The two barriers.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I have a theory.
Okay.
I have a theory.
Okay.
It's very work in progress, but there's something that set me off about this. I have to find it because I'm pissed. I just read this like 2 days ago. So I know it's within this like 3 or 4 volume stretch. This is mostly from volume 13, some from 14.
When Rio.
All right, so I'm gonna start. Hold on, let me find the screenshots that I took.
Yeah. So this is when Rio was traveling to the Proxy Empire to find Lucius. Yeah.
So okay, let's start with this.
So how much volumes did you read during that time? You reread, rather.
I read the stretch 8 through 17.
All right.
Just to kind of refresh myself on some details.
All right.
So this is going to be the first image that I'm going to post to you.
Mm.
There's something about this specifically that I want to latch onto. You can, I don't know how your editing skills have gotten better, but if you want to show this on the screen in the post, all of that.
All right.
So the line that I want to point out
Mm.
is, of course, there's an extremely high chance that the aforementioned boy will break into the castle. However, it would be bad for him to hold too much interest in the Proxia Empire. Why? What is so important about the Proxia Empire that Reese doesn't want this man anywhere near?
The demons transcended.
Another conversation.
It's nice that even if we reread the volumes, we pick up details that
Oh, I did. Okay, it's the second one that I did. It was the right one.
All right.
Yes, there's so much more to this story that even after constant rereads, we're still theorizing about.
Yeah.
So take a look at this second picture that I just sent.
All right.
We shouldn't interact with him. I did indeed think it's this way, but after comparing the demerits of interfering with him versus the demerits of leaving him alone, the risks for the latter just happen to come out on top.
Yeah.
So why I worried myself sick, and if ultimately decided to deal with him, if he ends up on the battlefield of the final stage of our plan, I fear there'll be no recovering from the situation. What is their plan? Now, this could be a short-sighted plan, dealing with because there seems to be one grand arc with Rice involving himself in political affairs.
Yeah.
Of the Straw region. So I wonder what this is about. But what interests me here is his mention of same class of heroes that fought during the Divine War era, awakened class, or something close to the transcendent ones of old. So he knows of these classifications, meaning it's likely that he was alive during the times, which we've discussed this possibility before.
Yeah.
That he was alive during the Divine War.
And considering Lena knows Rice,
yes,
yeah, basically,
I think that's all. I think that's confirmed that Rice is from the Divine War era. What's interesting about this conversation is Needle here knows about this class system too.
Yep.
Who the fuck is Needle? What is this?
Needle, what's the class?
He was a mercenary king.
Yeah.
His Proxia Empire is
basically
he started as a mercenary and became king.
Yeah, basically the strongest of all mercenaries.
Mercenaries, yes.
So
that is the supposed yeah.
So if he's supposed to be the strongest,
yes. And when fighting with Rio, a lot of things present themselves. I have to scroll more down in this volume.
Yeah.
About being very, very stealthy. Like he's very stealthy. Even Rio couldn't sense him until it was very faint presences that he could detect.
Yeah.
Has very chainmail, like very high resistant chainmail armor, seems to be.
Probably a relic of the divine.
Probably a relic.
Yeah.
And also controls flames of the evil dragon in his words. What is this evil dragon? I don't know. Likely something from the divine era.
Yeah.
That's what I would think.
Possibly a opposing side to the Dragon King back then.
Possibly. I don't know. Possible. Now, obviously, he's weaker than Rio in this instance.
Yeah.
But there's something interesting about his power. that I don't know about. Because you remember, he was probably likely told to hold back from Rice, since the entire purpose of him going to Proxia was to divert Rio to the Palladia Empire.
And if I remember correctly,
Or the Palladia Cube.
Nido was, at this rate, before the real stuff, he was bored as fuck. We gotta keep that in mind as well. And
Yes, he was bored.
the moment he fought Rio, just something like lights up
He was like,
within him.
I haven't had my blood pumping this much in a long time, or something like that.
Yeah. We don't what constitutes a long time, considering it.
I think I have a theory that that the barrier of the Proxia Empire was made by Rice. And the reason that Needle can't get out is because he himself is either a transcendent of a transcendent level or a disciple and has to remain in the barrier. The issue with my theory right now is, how does Rice remember people that are transcendents and stuff, and how do people remember him? Because there's a contradiction here of Rice being at the level of power to remember a transcendent one without, like, his memories are not getting erased. He's like basically an exception to the rule.
Do you think there's a loophole in the system?
I think there is a loophole that Rice has found.
Yeah. Maybe
to combat the rules.
Maybe it's relating to the past identities.
And I think
to the identity.
It's possible.
Yeah. All right.
But I also think it has something to do with why Rice doesn't want Rio to look into the Proxia Empire.
Yeah.
There's something there. Now, gearing more towards... Let's hold on. So the barrier, that third picture, is directly mentioning the barrier. That's why, like, and Rio also mentioned whenever he first entered Proxia that the barrier was weird. Something is off about it. I think that is a similar barrier towards the one that Lena made.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's the exact same. I think it is similar in that the effects are similar.
Yeah.
Because Rice mentions that the barrier is weird whenever Lena first constructs it. He doesn't want to needlessly mess with the barrier since he doesn't really know what all it does.
Yeah.
But he could guess. And he probably has his theories.
Yeah.
But
it's more than likely Rice is outside of the maybe transcendent the transcendent, the gods, basically, the six wise gods made.
So here's my thing. I don't think Rice himself was a transcendent one.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to lean towards him also not being a disciple.
Yeah, I think so. I'm more so saying the point of one of the six wise gods possibly making that barrier. Probably not Lena, because based on this based on the stuff from 24, 25,
she had to spend 1,000 years making that barrier.
Yeah. So possibly another six wise gods or something out of, but like same level, it made that barrier long ago. And we know Rice didn't do that shit because he probably doesn't know how it works.
Yes. There are a couple points that Rice, I didn't screenshot them because I think they can, I can just explain them. But so in these next two images, you can just put them side by side or top bottom in the video. There's two specific parts. It is both of the lines that are in italics there. So this one is from Durin, sensing about something about Rice. It's none of my business if he, meaning Rice, drops dead somewhere, but he's been acting more suspiciously ever since the heroes were summoned. That's one thing.
Yeah.
The other thing here is Reese accurately guessing and gauging the power level of Rio and Aisha if they were to combine.
Yeah.
This, coupled with another points about Rice very shadily acting across all the volumes,
Yeah.
being connected to the Divine War in some way, knowing of all of these things, I have this really crackhead theory.
All right. Let's.
I think Rice is a demon.
I think that's the outcome that we might be expecting. Most likely.
I think this is unexpected. So the reason there's also a couple things. I can't remember which is the volume. It's volume 14, the beginning of volume 14, where Aisha goes up against Rice. She mentions to Rice himself that his presence is similar to a spirit, but more sinister than a monster. Which demons are also described to be like antithetical to spiritual beings.
And
so that's where my train of thought's going.
Yeah, and that reminds me, in the anime, I'm glad they showed this aspect that basically just something clicked in my head. Remember, in the anime, they showed Rice. Who's the other guy besides Stewart? Like the one he made into
Alphonse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see that gem?
Yes.
What is that?
It's likely some magic gems.
Yeah.
Or experiments. And the amount of things at Rice's disposal that he has collected. I don't think his combat ability by himself is very strong.
Yeah.
We've seen him fight, supposedly fight at full power. Just like as a one-on-one spirit art user.
Yeah.
Whenever he fought Celia.
You know that motherfucker slang.
The thing here that I want to bring up is I think Rice's power comes from his collection, quote unquote collection of artifacts and monsters and items. Because every single time we fight Rice in some way, he has a collection of allies, whether it be the Beltram Kingdom faction, the Dugarper faction, whether it be a whole bunch of monsters, or the Golem cores, the two golems.
Yeah.
Where does he get all this stuff from? I think it's very likely that he is a demon or a demon similar construct of some sort that fought. I don't want to say fought in the Divine War, but I think witnessed the Divine War.
Yeah.
Took in that information, remembered everything, is somehow an exception to the rules, and is now trying to. He's just being selfish. I don't know. What are his motives? Yeah. What is his motive? That's the biggest thing right now. What is his goal?
26 volumes in.
That is the most mysterious part.
Yeah.
We are 26 volumes in. The most mysterious part of Rice right now is we don't know what his end game is.
Yeah.
What is he working for? We know he's accruing power. For what? Why is he controlling multiple different factions? What is the purpose of him being the Pope? What is the purpose of him trying to take down the Restoration and the other kingdoms through the heroes? Why is he trying to control the heroes? What is his goal?
We have no idea up until now.
My batshit theory is I'm going on crackhead levels right now. I'm going batshit insane thinking about this.
Yeah, it's understandable. The author probably has like an outline of what happens.
Probably. I think the author has an outline of who Rice is, what his goals are, and is slowly integrating them into the main story.
Yeah.
And I really want to find out more. I also want to know more about Lena and her supposed futures.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know more about the disciples, the rules. I want to know a lot more about the rules.
Yeah.
I want to know more about loopholes
Honestly,
to the rules. Is
I'm,
there a way to negate the rules?
maybe
Would be my biggest thing.
maybe what you call this? I have a theory relating to his multiple identities. Maybe his multiple identities is the reason why people remember him, because like they don't remember Rice. They won't remember Rice the individual, and
Yeah,
but they remember like the separate identities. Maybe that's a loophole. Maybe I'm just a
possibly,
maybe
but
I'm
I don't
just a
know.
simpleton about it, but yeah, that's that's like the basic thing.
I'm
Like,
unsure. I don't know. That's the big issue.
yeah, like there's so many possibilities you can go with.
I honestly I want to see if one of the end games of this series is bringing down the rules of
Mm.
the transcendental rule. Like I wonder if that's going to be one of the parts contentions of the series is literally just like
Yeah,
saying the rules are no more.
yeah, and it's still messy whether there's any six wise gods besides like the spirits within
Yes,
the
we have no
heroes.
information about the other six wise gods.
Yeah,
We know that the heroes contain um,
great spirits.
the great spirits, and at least two of which are awakened.
Yeah.
I believe that at least two are awakened.
Mm-hmm. And
Those being Takatrash and
yeah,
Renchi.
and
I think it's highly probable that Satsuki is close to being awakened,
yeah, but more
or has already done so.
yeah. So is that it for the lore stuff? Would you say?
I'm not sure. Like I'm still like wrapping my brain around some points, things like stuff that's going to be mentioned in the future. Um, something that I don't think we've mentioned before is
Mm.
that it was revealed. I can't remember if it was this volume, like last volume, or this volume. It was in the talk with Lena,
Mm-hmm.
or something with Lena, about the god of creation, so to speak.
Yeah.
The one that created the transcendentals and the rules
Mm-hmm.
is gone.
Yeah. That was last volume, I think.
That was the last volume. Yeah, yeah, they're gone.
Mm-hmm.
They've disappeared.
They just straight out left, probably. And considering the stuff, we're probably not even one third. We're probably one. We're probably one.
One third.
We're
Probably one third of them.
probably one third, but not
I
one
wouldn't
half.
be shocked if we weren't. I wouldn't be shocked if we weren't even halfway through with the main series.
Yeah, like I might like if we
Listen, we've been saying it, but this author is cooking. He is
Yeah.
he has put this series in a fucking crock pot
Yeah.
and letting it seep.
Yeah. So if we're talking to each other like 10 years from now, possibly Spirit Chronicles ended and we expected like how many years and we say like it ended in like volume 47 or something, and we might be right on the one third but not one half and all that. But
Maybe.
yeah,
Like I'm just trying to think of like how many volumes realistically could they make of this series?
I
How long could the author actually realistically keep going?
probably they could
This series, I'm just saying, this series is either going to end within the next 10 volumes or the next 30 volumes, and there's no in between. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
Like,
I mean, the next 10 might be too optimistic. I would say 15 rather than 10.
yeah, I was going to think about 15, but I was like, I don't know.
Honestly, they could finish it, but considering how unless they go full plot, no dialogue, no girls talks, no political talks. But this is not that kind of series. Like
No, it's not.
if this was like similar to like a battle shonen, this would probably end at like 10 volumes. But
You're not wrong.
but I don't, but unfortunately to others, but fortunately to us, this is a this is a slowly slowly moving plot. While even if it's compact with a lot of stuff lore wise, we're like even like many volumes from now, we might look back on all of Spirit Chronicles and let's say volume one. Oh yeah, the volume three stuff, the epilogue, if I remember correctly.
Yep,
We might look at that back now and say what, or like
that's probably
ba-
Rice.
they're probably like looking back with Daylight, for example, like we're looking at the Mio stuff from like volume one to like volume
Yeah,
17. Yeah.
I'm like 99% sure that the individual that was like, it's about time for the heroes to be summoned is Rice.
Yeah. Man, this series is just incredible with the lore building. Too bad we still don't have a new volume to wait for it. Hopefully it comes out before the end of the year, and we
Yeah,
have to wait the 6 months after that for the summary and all that. But no, not 6 months for a around 6 months for a translation, a month, I guess, a month or like 2 weeks if I remember correctly for like the summary. So
I don't know. It's going to be really interesting. I think I just don't want to end off this year without getting volume 27.
yeah. I mean, to be fair,
I'm on a Spirit Chronicles drought right now. Author,
yeah,
please come through.
yeah,
Release it next month.
uh-huh. Yeah, definitely. So, I guess we're done with the lore stuff, would you say?
Yeah, I think we are.
So, since we're done with the Lena stuff and basically we basically covered the first few chapters, um or is there like something with the other characters that I'm just glossing my mind over?
I don't know, honestly.
Like, if I remember correctly, this volume is just the Rio Lina talk, plus Miharu, and the stuff with talking about Takehisa.
Yep.
All we got from that stuff is just Lina telling everyone he's fine. He has eloped with Julia. Is that the right term? Elope.
Yep.
And yeah, basically they put Takehisa. Why am I saying Takehisa like he's not Taka Trash? But yeah, Taka Trash. And after that, let's go. Let's discuss. I guess comedy. The comedic. My God,
Oh my god, this volume 26 is so fucking funny.
I'm watching a man fall down the stairs over and over. It's like watching a crash and burn, like a slow.
So funny. It's so fucking funny.
That man, I swear.
It's so I can't about how funny. Like, what is the steward doing? Also, Gregory, a character from actually was we mentioned this I think in a previous episode how Gregory was a character from the past.
Yeah. It,
I don't know where his allegiances lie.
so Gregory, since I've read the summary, then basically around a few months ago, I read like volume 9, volume 10, something like that. He was mentioned in like volume 9 around that time.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have no idea. We don't know like the true intentions of Gregory. But
Oh no.
all we know is the double.
He got shut down.
Yeah. But all I'm gonna say is, man, that steward. What?
I don't know what's gonna happen.
Should we discuss the stuff with Rio and Latifa?
I think we can. Yeah.
So by through the falling down the stairs stuff that Stewart did. Basically killed him publicly, and all that. When it comes to the main cast, um, you finally get like a sort of what you call this resolution between the stuff with um Haruto Haruto being real and all that, and
Yeah.
Latifa.
I think like the past kind of reveals itself. I think that Where
Yeah.
Fiction Lies is a very good title
Mhm.
for that.
Yeah. And are you satisfied with the Aki stuff in this volume?
I'm very satisfied with Aki's redemption.
Yeah.
Because we know that this has been coming for a long time.
Yeah.
And we've seen bits and pieces anytime there was a flashback to Santa Stella with
Mhm.
Aki, or in the whenever Takatrash went to apologize, Aki actually was going to apologize, and then whenever the memories returned, she
Mhm.
was conflicted, and then finally kind of accepted her feelings, even
Yeah.
though they're irrational. So it's like, I think this is a really good art for Aki. I'm
Yeah.
very interested to see where Takatrash's story also goes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So for now, it's probably gonna be a sub story thing, if anything, because should we discuss the end of this volume?
Yeah, let's discuss the end of the volume.
Rio, Christina.
Oh boy.
So
What is
her,
Christina's goal? Why, we don't know the reason why she's out there.
yeah,
Nor do we know why she's so sad. Like, we don't know
Mhm.
why she's sad. Why is she out here? Like, what is going in her brain right now?
Uh-huh.
That is, yeah.
So when did they? Yeah, earlier in this volume, it was stated that Lena should be a disciple, or is it volume 25? I have no idea.
It was volume 25 epilogue
Yeah,
into basically the start of this.
yeah. So I think this has more so to do with another case of the memories jungled up, plus the stuff with that had just happened with the
I think
Rio
so too.
Haruto stuff being revealed. But yeah, I think it, you know.
I think a big part of this
Mm,
is one of the final lines
yeah,
is like, she's a princess carrying the future of an entire nation on her back,
yeah,
but she's also a helpless person
uh-huh,
in whatever situation she's in.
yeah. And it's pretty nice to see, considering like we know Christina very well. We saw her in volume 1 being a bitch with
Yeah.
Rio at the start and all that, but like after the reality check, I think she grows more as a character, and I think starting next volume we might see most of that development showing.
Yep.
And yeah, probably just uh, like
It's gonna be very interesting.
so considering all that, I would expect like if this was a normal series, I would just expect to just real what you call this, doing something similar with the volume 12 when he fought the army of, I think, Charles, is that right? Volume 12,
Yeah.
like a display of
Yep.
strength, considering he's a transcendental and all that. But it's not, that probably won't happen again, considering there's
Probably not.
with the political stuff and all that. But yeah, probably gonna be it's probably gonna move forward with the stuff with Christina, and there's a high chance Flora would be involved, considering if there's a high chance of Christina being a disciple and all that. Um, I'll see. I'm very much. There's so many possibilities when it comes to Beltrum, the Beltrum stuff specifically next volume that I'm really excited to see, and that makes me really fucking um impatient with volume 27 not getting anything,
Yeah.
any news whatsoever, like any news.
The only thing we know about it is the title, The Prayer's Guillotine.
Uh-huh.
Which I'm interested in see why it's named that, but I also want to know who is the prayer in this situation.
Possibly Rio, but who knows, like all of the titles of what you call, not titles, subtitles of Spirit Chronicles.
Next volume's preview, in the wiki summary, we didn't get this
Yeah.
in the end of this volume.
Yeah.
Rio feels an unspeakable anxiety when hugging Christina, who trembles under the rain. For now, he can only hug her cold body without realizing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just on the wiki with me.
Yeah.
The anxiety.
Uh,
The first princess of the Belcher Kingdom, currently the existence leading restoration, makes a silent decision alone in the arms of Cerrito. This is the only option left for us.
yeah.
Inori no Dantorai, the prayer's guillotine.
Mm.
Scheduled for the year 2025.
Hopefully by the end of the year, you better.
Yeah, how much you want to bet?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Please give
like-
me more shit about this.
Like if you want to promise 2025, at least do it at the end of the year. By the end of the year, because we are waiting since honestly the end of volume 26 is basically a cliffhanger. Unlike say volume 25.
I need volume 27 and 28 to be within quick succession of one another.
Yeah.
Like 6 months.
Yeah. And like
6 months quick succession. I don't need a full year again.
uh-huh. Oh,
I can't wait for that.
yeah. So
Because I'm gonna forget.
yeah. We're just in too deep with this series, man.
Yeah.
And hopefully we still talk about it the next decade or something, because we have no idea.
Maybe.
We have no idea how this series would end whatsoever.
Yep.
And yeah, right. We done with Spirit
It's
Chronicles?
just so interesting. I don't know. There's so much.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think about, okay, the prayer. This is probably Christina in my brain.
The guillotine.
Guillotine. The guillotine. The prayer's guillotine. Or is this a subtext of something else? Because we know that the titles of the volumes do matter. They matter.
Mm-hmm.
And they reveal something about each volume.
Let's
think about it.
Yeah, let's check. Let me check volume 25. Why
Our hero?
No, volume 25 is called Where the Deceits Lie.
No, it's 26 is where fiction lies.
No. I mean like the next volume preview say the subtitle.
Where deceit lies.
Yeah.
And then it actually ended up being where fiction lies.
Yeah, something like that. But I'm more so saying that in this volume preview, would you have told why it's called the Where the Deceits Lies from the next volume preview in volume 25 for volume 26? Thanks to the barrier created by the seven wise god Dina, the people of Galark's castle finally remember their bonds and memories with Rio and Aisha. Their joy is short-lived through the bewitchingly smiling goddess bestows on Rio an important prophecy regarding his familiars. Will Rio, who is strongly opposed to increasing his number of familiars, follow the prophecy, or Rio, this name could be Like
Could it be?
yeah. Would you have what you call this, predicted that what's the actual meaning behind where the fiction lies or where the deceits lies when it comes to Volume 26 from that
So it
preview
was
alone?
mentioned in the afterword of it was mentioned in the afterword by the author of Volume 26
Yeah.
that the title of like where deceit lies or where fiction lies,
Yeah.
the fiction part of that statement is a reference to Volume 1, The
Yeah.
Kingdom of Lies.
Yeah.
So
It's like it's a full circle thing.
yeah, that's a pretty much full circle moment there.
Uh,
Where deceit lies, where or also I love how this one scheduled for October 1st, 2024. Um, yeah, that happened, and then this one is just 2025.
yeah, even the author had no idea how to go.
Fuck, because it's over a year in between. Oh my god, I'm so
Remi- reminds reminds me, how how's YuuShou doing again? No news of volume.
nothing. No
Nothing.
new volume.
No news of volume 15 whatsoever.
No new volume. Just about 200 more. About couple chapters.
Kill me right now.
Yeah, no, YuuShou's doing great. I think they're at 2,300. Yeah, 23. 2310 or 23.9.
And I check Foxaholic from time to time. Are they still in Kaito's birthday? What the fuck?
Yeah, no, there's been like 200 chapters of Kaito's birthday. This is great.
What the what is
There's been 100 chapters of his birthday. I'm not even kidding. Kaito's birthday started at 2190. It's still after. We're actually getting to the after the birthday party part, so we're ending the birthday party soon. It's gonna be over 120 chapters.
and you're telling me to read through the entirety of YuuShou because I just want to see
Yes.
her being a lover.
Yep.
Nah,
Get to see
bro. Nah,
illness being a
bro.
lover.
I'm not.
Illness becomes a lover. I forget which chapter. Fuck. I'm gonna find it.
I'm not reading 1,000 chapters. you know,
That's funny. You say that.
I pushed through the entirety, like 600 for like YuuShou. I expect to continue after that shit. And like
this is Arifureta levels of after story.
this isn't even our Arifureta is around
It's still going.
Arifureta is still going, or I thought it ended. I have no idea. Let me.
Yeah, illness becomes lovers in like the 2000s.
What the heck?
1900s.
Okay. Yeah, basically 1,000 chapters. I'm still
From where
at.
you are right now.
I'm still
still at the beach arc. You're still at the beach.
I'm still at the beach. So based on this, literally just from time, the author is just dropping. I'm talking about Arifureta here. It seems like the author is just dropping new chapters from time to time. Not like
Yeah.
before. So safe to say, just some extra stuff. But I think the after
Yep.
story stuff for Arifureta has already ended, quote unquote. I don't know. I haven't read it yet. But yeah. All right.
Yep.
So this isn't even like looking at the web novel chapters for like the main story stuff and comparing the after stories. YuuShou is like almost three times
Yeah, triple the main story almost. Yeah. Yeah.
Compared to Arifureta.
Listen, you have to remember it's the never-ending story. The story can't end, and the author can't end it because Shallow Vernon won't let him. She's transcending fiction, man.
And that's why she's the strongest. We call her the strongest in fiction.
Yep.
So, other than that, shall we discuss the new project announced back in like April? We
Yeah,
since
Data Live.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been that long. I have no idea what this is going to be. I have no idea what this anime project is going to be.
Worst case scenario, it's a movie.
Worst case scenario, it's Data Live 6.
How the,
I don't want it. I do
Uh-huh.
not want Data Live 6. I don't want an anime. Like,
uh,
after the shit that happened with Data Live 5, I do like what the fuck was the ending of Data Live 5? Like you could always justify, oh, that's just a preview for volume 20. Fuck off. No. Just stop.
Nah, I ain't even gonna defend this shit.
If they wanted to preview volume 20, you would have shown the scene with Toka taking Miosephora crystal. I'm sorry, but fuck you.
But for anime onlys, at least they're gonna see their life to its conclusion, unlike the XT fans waiting for season 5, those fucking copers over there.
Yep.
Well, aside from that, Tenshi-sama, we haven't done Tenshi because
Haven't done volume 21. Yeah.
Tenshi-sama
21. Volume 11.
Volume 11 for yeah. So we haven't done volume 11 stuff because it's still in editing.
It's not fully edited. It's still in editing. They're making sure everything's right. Even though it's fully translated, they just need to make sure it's all edited correctly. So we're gonna wait until that's done.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, I am going to reread a little bit.
Yeah. So for at least right now, we finally got the cover of volume 12. Not volume 12, 11.5 for Tenshi.
Yep.
And man, that they are as cute as ever. Oh yeah, that fucking reminds me. Did you know? I learned this discovery because even though we're massive Tenshi-sama fans, I've never just scroll through the wiki of Tenshi-sama. Apparently, Saiki-san is the female.
Oh really?
Yeah. So look at the wiki at Tenshi-sama. Apparently, Saiki-san is a female, and I look back at the entirety of Tenshi-sama after realizing that, and I'm like, yeah,
Based. Fucking based.
Amane. Like if this was written by a man, would Amane be that caring?
No.
Like this?
Actually, it's possible. Writers have different things. We've seen writers before.
Yeah.
In different ways. Different writers have different aspects.
Yeah.
Like hello, isn't the person who wrote Spirit Chronicles a man? And look at Rio Haruto.
Yeah. Let me check. Just to be sure. This time around.
Yeah.
Nothing. Okay. No description whatsoever. So we don't know.
Think about it.
But yeah, that just recontextualizes Tenshi-sama for me. But yeah, it really does have the vibe of say a
This wiki also hasn't been updated in fucking forever.
And like Tenshi specifically, like I remembered the Tenshi-sama stuff is that it feels like a shoujo in some aspects. And that just, the fact that like I don't usually read shoujos. I'm sure you have you don't either, but like you just appreciate like the development between Amane and Mahiru. I'm not gonna confuse the two
Yep.
again because we're talking about the two series with two similar name characters, just as literally just yeah, and that yeah.
Again, I'm sure we will say it when we actually do cover it, but Mahiru. Fuck, I'm gonna do it again. It's gonna happen too. It's gonna keep happening. Mahiru and Amane.
Uh-huh.
Just fuck already.
Yeah. And the
That's what I'm gonna leave it at.
yeah. And the special edition booklet cover. Mahiru, just to be sure. I had to think like a second there.
Mahiru, Miharu, Michan. That's how I have to remember it. Is Michan.
Yeah.
Michan, Miharu, Mahiru. Fucking two close similar names.
Yeah. Mahiru looks like Cecilia from that one anime. You know, because like if I remember correctly,
Cecilia from the one anime. Yeah, the same. I have suspicions that
I mean,
one may or may not be drawing inspiration from the other.
I mean, to be fair, the mangaka of the Saint
Cecilia.
Yeah, Saint Cecilia, Pastor Lawrence stuff was the original illustrator for Volume 1 before it before the change to Hanekoto. So might be a neat reference, but yeah, maybe it's the lighting, but yeah, okay.
Yep.
Season 2 got a new director apparently, and I already said this already. This is gonna be for better or for worse. There is no in between because like after the stuff, I'm glad anime fans enjoyed the anime, but man, holy fuck, how are they gonna introduce the other characters, other side characters when we go to 5, 6, maybe 7? Who knows?
I don't know.
But yeah. So that's a plan for the next call. And yeah, anything else?
I think that's just it. Like, I can't think of anything else that I unironically would want to talk about because Tenshi, we don't have any information aside from the anime still coming out. I don't think there's been a teaser yet. Yeah,
It had.
like I mean, like an actual video.
Pretty sure. I think it had.
All right, I'm gonna look it up now. All right, here we go. Gotta scroll.
Just here. We just posted. Basically, just a small teaser.
So there has been a small teaser again. Once again, I need the author to have complete control over the opening and ending.
Yeah, I mean,
because he cooked in season 1.
You know, all I want for Tenshi-sama, not really probably don't have control, but like really the singer Masayoshi Yoshi is like really I even though it doesn't would you say feel in line with Tenshi-sama. The opening,
not sure.
the opening itself like doesn't like feel like something fitting for Tenshi-sama, but like it's so catchy. I don't know if it's the right word for it, but yeah, the Tenchi-sama OP is like a banger. Like, and I hope the same artist Masayoshi Oshii will come back for season 2 when that shit airs.
I think that's fine. Yeah, I think I would want that.
So so at least we have something to talk about when it comes to spring 2026.
Is that what is coming out?
Yeah, spring 2026.
I think based on the teaser,
It's safe to say that we're getting volume 5 and 6.
Uh huh.
No idea about 7.
I like basically I'm just hoping for something that ends, because most Tenshi-sama volumes, like they just end in a cliffhanger, or what's like the non cliffhanger volume around between 6 or 7. I have no idea.
I'll look it up.
Like the because some Tenshi-sama volumes are basically cliffhangers for the next volume that's gonna release a few months. Even after all this time, the author Saiki-san is consistent with stuff like that.
Be honest, I think it's a cliffhanger given the last words in the volume are tonight. Is it okay if I don't go home?
I'll check volume 6.
Check volume 6. Yeah.
Then after volume 8, just to make sure. We might have a scenario where we'll have one anime
Um,
season, 4 volumes.
I would be fine if they just ended it on a chapter mid volume and then picked it up the next season, because there are a lot of chapters that are like that
Yeah.
within these most recent volumes
Yeah.
of just like you could end a season right there and then yeah.
we're I know if I have no idea about the plot of the next volume, to be honest. So that I'm
Doesn't
going in
matter.
when the after the editing finishes.
Yep.
We're going in fresh, and yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for listening. Yeah.